My name's TC, and I'm going to refrain from identifying where I live. But I am here because of what has happened to Flex Your Freedoms, to Bo. I spent a short amount of time in the United States military. I'm a veteran of the United States Army 82nd Airborne Division. I also spent nearly 13 years in the law enforcement world. So I do not come to this conversation that we're here to have in this brief few minutes from a place of ignorance or from a place of lightheartedness. What I saw take place at the hands, Mr. Mayor, of your police, they're your responsibility, sir. Ultimately, your chief answers to you, and I don't know how your governmental structure works, but ultimately they answer to you, Mr. Mayor, and ultimately then also to the City Council, and above that, to the people and then the Constitution of the United States. Now, I don't know what the individual who was originally being searched and arrested was being investigated for. I don't know what the warrant was for, and it doesn't matter to me. What matters is that you had a citizen who exercised a natural right that's delineated in the Constitution of the United States. Exercising his right was on public property, was pushed into the street, then ordered into his home, who finally said, "I've had enough," and he talked back to law enforcement because it's his right, and was then arrested because your officer admitted, "My feelings were hurt when you called me a tyrant." You know what that is? When your feelings are hurt when you're called a tyrant, that's tyranny. When you take the power that's been vested in you by the people of a community and you use that power to subdue, arrest, charge, and then subsequently imprison an individual because your feelings were hurt. We have to do better. I grew up in the state of Iowa. Not in Waterloo, but I grew up in the state of Iowa. I used to have a massive amount of respect, and obviously I was in the career field, a massive amount of respect for the law enforcement world. And I'm losing that because they're left to go unchecked. They are. They're left to go unchecked. And that ultimately, Mr. Mayor, is on you, and it's on your safety commission. And you don't have to agree with Bo. Am I right? You don't have to agree with Bo. You don't have to like anything that Bo says. You don't have to like how he does it. You don't have to like that he does it cheeky. You don't have to like that he does it with some sarcasm. You don't even have to like that sometimes he says some really nasty things. Because the natural rights of man, they're granted to all of us in this room, that are granted to all of us in this room. Whether you believe in our Creator or not, the natural rights of man say you can say what you want, especially to public servants, and they don't get to use their power against you. Mr. Mayor, you can change this. You can make this better. You can make this go away, if you will.